Do not waste your time, energy, and money doing all that legal crap before you know anything about whether your business is going to work or not. Don't do that. It's counterproductive and it's expensive and it's a time sink. If every time I had to start a company or an idea, I had to go register a company, get an accountant, do tax forms, do VAT forms, what a waste of time. I've started maybe 100 companies in my life. 20 of them made money. You're telling me 80 times I would have had to fuck around? Don't do that. I know so many people who have a company legally, but don't have a company in reality because it exists as a legal entity, but it does not provide cash. A company provides cash. If you're a street drug dealer, you own a company. Much more than the guy with all the legal entities which ain't making money. We're hustlers here. It's the Hustlers University. Do not confuse this. Money in. What's the lessons I've been teaching you? Money in. Where's the money in? Legal shit is a cost. We're not interested in costs until we've seen the money in. Do not get legal before you get rich. You do not need any legal bullshit. You need a website, a domain name, and that's it. You do not need any legal bullshit before you get rich. Don't make that fucking mistake. The reason people do that is because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel better because then they feel like they have a company. So people go, I want to start a company. They don't know what to do and they don't know how to make money. So they think, well, if I spend money and set it all up legally, then I've got a company. Then they feel better inside, like they've achieved something, when really they've achieved nothing because they're still not making money. Don't fall into these traps so you can walk around telling everyone you have a company because you spent money. Anyone can spend money. Making money's hard. Spending money's fucking easy. Do not do that vanity, I own a company on paper garbage. Fuck all that off until money's coming in the bank. Do not get legal before you get rich. Extremely important. Point 9. Use what you got. So, this comes down to one of the ideas for what idea of a business to run. So, I just gave you the example of the 15-year-old cousin who can make websites. Now you own a website company. Or your 15-year-old cousin who can do, I don't know, fucking who knows what he can do. He can mow lawns. Every 15-year-old can mow lawns. Now you have a lawn mowing business. Bang. Tell his stupid ass to go deliver some flyers. Drive him around in your car. Play some 2-pack. Chill out in your car. Text some bitches. Drive at 5 miles an hour. Let him drop off all the leaflets. And then let him mow all the lawns. You collect all the money and just pay him a percentage. Bang. You now own a lawn mowing company. Congratulations. Use what you got. I made a lot of money with webcam girls. If you're watching this, you don't know that. Webcam girls. You can go to chatterbait.com. You see girls on there on webcam, getting naked, talking to dudes, taking money. That made me millions and millions of dollars. I came up with that idea by sticking to this principle. Use what you've got. So right now, if you're sitting there, make a list of everything you have. And I mean everything. You have a house, say it's rented. You have a car, it's on lease. You have physical strength. Let's say you're a strong guy. When I was making my list, I was writing everything down. I was like, well, I've got 6 girlfriends. 6 girlfriends. So, okay, how can girls make me money? Strip club, but that takes money to set up. Remember? Costs, money in. Strip club, I cannot get money in a strip club without a club. So I looked at all the costs for a strip club and realized it's too expensive before I could get money in. It's too big a risk. Remember? It's too much risk. I could lose 300-400 grand. Can't risk that. How can I get money in? How can I get money in for having hot girls without spending money out? So my first idea was strip club. But I looked at all the costs. I was like, okay, so why do men spend money on girls in strip club? Because the girls are beautiful. They get to look at the girls, see some titties. How can I do that without the club? Well, the internet. If I put them on the internet, it's cheap. This is literally how I thought. I stuck to my business principles. Okay, it's cheap. Start looking up, bound, discovered the webcam websites. All right, so I've already got the girls, I've already got a laptop, I've already got the internet. Bang! The day I had the webcam idea, the same day I was making money. I didn't spend any money, but I was making new money because I refused to allow myself to spend. Then I started making new money in with the webcam because I knew I had the internet, I knew I had laptops, I knew I had girls. Use what you've got. Look around you. What people do you have? Does your old mother need a new job? Maybe she's at home and she's bored and she wants to, maybe she'll mail things for you. I don't fucking know. Do you have cousins, nieces, nephews? Do you have a girlfriend who has nothing to do? Use what you have. People, things you have. Make a fucking long ass list and you'll start thinking of ideas, business ideas. And they're going to come to you like the strip club came to me. But then you're going to sit there and go, okay, this is a good idea, but I can't afford that. But then you're going to go back to the other lessons I've taught you. Okay, this is how much it would cost to set up that way, but how can I get the money in that this would generate without all the costs? And if you do that and you sit there with a piece of paper and you write everything down and you stick to the principles I've taught you so far about how to start businesses, you may find a business you can start for a couple grand. You've already got your staff, a couple grand, you got an idea, you try it. Doesn't work, lost a couple grand. Does work, bang, you're rich. That simple. If it starts to work, speed, 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 more, more, more. Lesson 1. It's really not that complicated. This is how hustlers get rich. It's really, really simple. So, use what you got. A lot of you already have things you can use, you just don't use them. Uber's another one, man. Uber's a fucking perfect one. So, I know Uber doesn't pay very much at all. I know that. But, you know what everyone loves to do when they first get their driving license? Drive. Maybe you have a 17-year-old cousin or some shit, he's just learned to drive. Get his ass on Uber. Rent a car. Find a way to rent a car with unlimited mileage per month. Tell him he's going to do 10 hours of Uber a day to train how to drive. Lie to his ass and say that in the Uber app you can track and make sure he ain't breaking the speed limits so he drives safe. Put his ass on Uber, pay for his gas, and give him half the money and keep half for yourself. Bang. Done. Set him up. Get him ready. This is shit. I didn't plan. I'm just telling you things off the top of my head. Because this is how I think as a hustler. I don't need to sit and think. I just know there's money. And I find a way to get the money. That's how I am. So right now, you've got cousins out there who aren't driving Uber. If you can convince them to drive Uber, well then why don't they do it without you? Easy. You can talk some shit. Make some shit up. Hey, have you got an Uber account? No. I'll set it all up for you because it's complicated and there's some tax. I'll handle the tax. Don't pay no tax. Just lie. Blah, blah, blah. Get them an Uber. Get them in cars. Bang, bang, bang. Take the money. Done. What are you waiting for? Use what you got. You've already got people. There's cars. There's things happening. You're just not doing anything. Look around. Make a full list of what you have. Stick to the business principles and find a way to get money in without spending money out. And you won't lose. That's what I did with the webcam company. And it made me millions of dollars. Millions. I ended up with huge numbers of girls. All because one girl. I started with one girl, made money, bought another laptop, got another girl, 2 girls, made money, bought a bigger apartment, 3 girls, 4 girls, 5 girls, bang, 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 bang. Before you know it, I had a fucking empire of women. Because I stuck to my business principles. I never spent money I didn't make first. From my webcam company, which ended up generating over $7 million, I never once, ever spent money that I hadn't made. I didn't spend a dollar out of my pocket that I hadn't already made first from the webcam company. I started that from zero. Just like I started my advertising agency, zero. And this is why when people come to me and go, I want to start a business, I need an investment. I sit there and think, you don't know about business. Because if you knew about business and your idea was really good, you wouldn't need my money. You'd pull it off for zero. If you're talented and your idea is good, you don't need money. So if you can't make it work for zero or for very little, then it probably wouldn't work anyway and you just lose a whole bunch of money. Because if it would work, if it's a good idea and it will work, then money will start coming in fast and you'll have the money you need. If no one's sending you money in to give you the money you need, then the idea doesn't work anyway. So if I put these I take that back. It's horrible. If I put these chicks on cam and no one was paying them, then they weren't hot enough to be in a strip club, were they? Luckily they were. I know my girls are hot, but it's just an example. This way I get to find out if they're good enough for free. This way I get to find out if they're good enough for 200-300 grand. Think about it. Use what you've got. You've already got shit out there, you're just lazy. Point 10, staff. I know a lot of people who are starting companies or they want to start business and the first thing they say is, I need an assistant, or I need this, or I need that member of staff. Staff need a clear objective. So here's the very simple magic rule for staff. Staff either make you money or save you time.